Shout out to Money Brown, man. Respect Junior. Boy, Money Brown, he get a lot of money. That's why I call him Money Brown.
What's good, Money Brown TV? What up, what up?
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Money Brown TV. Thank you so much for everything.
Hey, this is Ryan Garcia here. Shout out to Money Brown TV. And keep punching, baby.
Yo, what's going on out there, fight? Well, it's your boy Money back with another one, man. And this one here is on the former unified welterweight world champion, Keith one-time Thurman, who held the WBC and the WBA Super World title. And then we have the former two-time welterweight world champion, Showtime Shawn Porter, who held the WBC and the IBF. And both of these guys is looking like they about to meet up in a rematch. The first fight was one hell of a fight, a fight of the year. I mean, excitement from the first round to the bell. And I think the second fight would be even exciting, bro. I think it would be even exciting putting one of these men in position to fight, for another world title and to become a world champion. Now, we all know Keith Thurman has been off for 2 years now. After his last fight against Manny Pacquiao, he took the L. You understand me? Fought a hell of a fight. And that's coming off a layoff when he came back to face Jose Cito Lopez, who gave him a tough fight. Ended up hurting him to the body. But he weathered the storm, won the fight, unanimous decision. But, he injured himself in that fight, and he still went into the Manny Pacquiao fight injured. Can't turn down a Manny Pacquiao fight. I don't give a damn who he is, what's hurt on you, or nothing like that. You want to go and accept the Manny Pacquiao fight. So he went in there in the Manny Pacquiao fight, gave Manny a good run for his money, even though Keith was the favorite. Keith was talking all that shit, how he was going to knock Manny out, this, that, and the third. Ended up looking up in the first round. Manny set him on his ass, but he came back and fought hard and fought tough and lost in a tough, I think it was a split decision loss. He could have won the fight, but, Pac-Man is Pac-Man. Showtime Shawn Porter, last fight is against for a Mel, if I'm not mistaken. He was looking to face a Turnsborough Crawford, and that fight fell through. Right, he was the #1 mandatory, things of that nature. Kenny Porter said he walked into the office of Bob Arum. Bob Arum said he was not making an offer, not at the moment. Couldn't get him a number to even, start a negotiation. And a lot of people was telling Porter to activate his mandatory, but it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that easy. So now Shawn Porter's in a position, and he moved on from Turnsborough Crawford, saying, you're not going to sit around and wait. They don't look like they want to fight, things of that nature, and it was looking like that. Looked like they had other plans in mind because they had Manny Pacquiao, but after Manny Pacquiao, with Bob Arum, who knows? Bob don't want to pay no goddamn body. So now Shawn, is looking to take on Thurman for the rematch, man. And it's going to be one hell of a fight. You feel me? It's going to be one hell of a fight. And we all know that Shawn been looking to get back for a while. Even pushed up on Keith before, he took his little hiatus and things like that. And Keith was telling him, he'll fight him, but he had other things to do and those type of things. But now that Keith is back, man, like I said, after a 2-year layoff, he's in the gym. He just did an interview with Nestor Gibbs from the Boxing Voice. He's messing with Fight Hype now, so y'all go check that out. Where he was explaining about the Manny Pacquiao and the Earl Spence fight, saying that Earl, don't want to fight him, so he's going to duck him to face Manny Pacquiao, and if he beat Manny Pacquiao, he become the undisputed champion. Keith Thurman discrediting Turnsborough Crawford, not giving him the benefit of the doubt, not acknowledging the WBO world title. I will acknowledge the WBO world title. You won't be undisputed unless you got the WBO world title. Understand what Keith was doing. They be looking at the WBO as if it wasn't back in the days when people was coming undisputed. But nowadays it's in the game and it's here to stay. So you gotta move along with the times. You can't have it one way and then try to have it another. No. Turnsborough Crawford is the WBO welterweight world champion. And if one of these dudes want to be undisputed, they have to get that WBO off of them. You feel me? So, Shawn Porter, like I say, he been wanting this fight. He's been looking for a big fight. Itching for a big fight. We know Shawn Porter, he like the spotlight. He show up, he show out, he don't bag down, and he gonna bring it every time, no matter who it is he facing in the ring. He'll give your ass a tough fight, force you to fight, and if you ain't in good condition, Shawn gonna try to roll over your ass. You understand what I'm saying? So now, him and Keith Thurman, like I say, the first fight was a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight that Keith Thurman won. I thought Keith won the fight. I thought the right man won. But Shawn did make it tough. He did make it tough. You know what I mean? Like I say, Shawn make it tough for everybody. But Thurman, his power was there. His power was good. His legs was on point. I think he was in some good shape because he knew dealing with Shawn Porter, you better come in good shape. Porter hurt Shawn a couple times in that fight. Where Shawn had to hold on to him. And he did a good job clinching his ass because he had to. But looking at this second fight, it's going to be one hell of a fight. It's going to be one hell of a fight. Now, my thing is this. How good could Keith adapt inside the ring, taking on the Showtime Shawn Porter right now being off for 2 years, knowing Shawn has been active. You know what I'm saying? How good is Keith and how quick could he adapt? Because that's what it's going to come down to. How quick he can adapt to that pressure style of Shawn Porter. Because, you know, Shawn Porter, knowing him being off for 2 years, he going to come out and try to jump right on his ass. You feel me? Come out and try to jump right on Keith. Try to see if he's back or not. We all know, yes, you can go through training camp, you can sport things of that nature. But once you get your ass in that ring, it's a different thing. Especially no head girl with 8-ounce gloves on. You understand what I'm saying? And you got a motherfucking bull like Shawn Porter coming at your ass. So I want to see how quick Keith can adapt. He say he's 100%. He say he haven't felt this good in a long time. So, you know, the little 2 years off gave him some, it did justice for him. And him having a new baby girl, things to that nature, traveling the world. So Keith has been a very, very busy man, bro. He's been a very busy man. But now he's back into the game and he's ready to take it serious and try to put himself back into contention for another world title. And there's no better way to doing that than taking on Shawn Porter. But with that being said, like I said, how quick can he adapt to the pressure and the ferociousness of Shawn Porter, who don't stop coming, who don't stop throwing punches, who try to keep his head in your goddamn chest. You understand me? Now, when I'm looking at Keith Thurman, I was saying if it's any man that can do it, right, it can be Keith Thurman because of the simple fact that him and Shawn Porter shared the ring already. You know, once you share a ring with a man, you understand how you like to bring it, you understand how you like to fight, and you don't forget that experience. And Shawn Porter hasn't changed dramatically over that time period, but he has got better because he fought better fighters. He fought better fighters, and he became a world champion once again, especially after facing EJ and giving EJ, you know, a good scrap. I thought Earl won 8-4, but nonetheless, he gave EJ a good scrap, and, you know, he made it a dog fight, and Earl fought that type of fight. So, you know, I'm quite sure he got a little better from that fight. And now him and Keith Thurman getting it in, man. My thing is this. Could Thurman, you know, keep that jab out there? Could he keep Porter at bay, right? Like he tried to do in the first fight at times where he did box his ass and he boxed good. Could he do that early until he get his rhythm? You know what I'm saying? Try to just, you know, get your legs up under you. Try to figure out his time and things of that nature, because the ring rust it's going to play a factor. It's going to play a factor. Thurman getting a little old. We got to see how the legs are. Are they still going to be the same legs, things of that nature? And, you know, like I say, he's saying he's 100%. So I'm expecting Thurman to come out here and be the top Thurman that we used to seeing, you know, that beat Shawn Porter, that beat Danny Garcia, that beat Diego Chavez, and things of that nature, you know. But like I said, man, Shawn Porter, he has been active. This is a fight that he wants. This is a fight that he's going to get up for. He's not going to leave no stone unturned. He's going to put the hard work in, and he's coming for that win against Keith Thurman. He's coming for it, bro. Trust me, he's coming for it. Remember what he said when they raised Keith Thurman's hand? Oh, I wanted that. Either it was Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia, but I just know one thing, that this man is very, very competitive. He's very competitive, and he don't like to lose. And Keith Thurman beat him once. He want to get that get back. He got the opportunity to right that wrong and to go one-on-one with this man and arguably get a third fight. You feel me? He want to get that get back. And that'll be sweet revenge on him because he's been avenged one of his losses. And with somebody like Showtime Shawn Porter, that could take him a long way. You know what I mean? That can take him a long way because Porter, to me, is an energy guy. He's an energy guy. He coming to the ring, coming to the best shape. He ain't the biggest puncher, right? He ain't the top-notch boxer, which he can box, got a good jab. As Kenny Porter will allude to, he out-jabbed almost every jabber that he fought. You know, so you got to give him credit on that one. But he got the energy, man. He got the energy. He got the stamina to go with your ass. And he's not going to back down. He's not going to back down. If you can't put him down and keep him down, he going to continue to come at your ass and try to stand your chest. And that's the Porter way, and that's Porter style, and that's what we all know him for. A lot of people, oh, man, he's just a football player, come in here first, this, that. No, that man got some method to his madness, bro. It's a method to his madness. He just don't come in just doing that shit to be doing it. It's a strategic plan to what Shawn Porter and Kenny Porter and Coach Wade be doing. And I don't know if Barry Hunter going to still play a part in the camp or not, but we know Coach Wade, Kenny Porter, and Shawn Porter is the dynamic trio. You feel me? So this fight is very interesting, man. And don't forget, the winner put themselves in position. The winner put themselves in position. You see Keith talking all that shit about Earl. Yeah, you doing this, you doing that. But you go out there and you beat Shawn, you can put yourself in position. And Shawn could damn sure put himself in position. I don't know if Shawn is number one in the WBC or not. I remember he was number one in the WBC and the WBO, but the switch, Virgil Ortiz is number one in the WBO. And now I think Shawn is still number one in the WBC. I have to go check. But, you know, Keith can take that spot. Keith can take that spot and try to put pressure on Earl if Earl can't get the fight with Bud. And if he's sitting at 147, then he's going to have to fight the mandatory. He's going to have to fight the mandatory. A lot of us want to see the Keith Thurman fight. the Shawn Porter rematch. Earl say he have no interest in the Shawn Porter rematch. He say he don't even give a fuck about Keith Thurman. He'll never give him a fight. But if it's mandated and Earl is standing at 147, then he ain't gonna have a choice. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna have a choice. But that will be a hell of a fight, man. Keith Thurman and Earl Spence. That's a fight that I want to see. It's a fight that I think is still needed for boxing, right? Keith Thurman, like I say, he beat Shawn and Danny before EJ, and the only person he lost to was Manny Pacquiao. And Keith is a hell of a resume. I mean, a hell of a name to have on your resume. That is a hell of a name to have on your resume, man. Keith Thurman. You feel me? Because of his accolades that he did, unified world champion, beat arguably 2 Hall of Fame fighters. You know what I mean? Arguably a Hall of Famer himself. You know, it's people in the Hall of Fame for less. So you never know how the game go. But I just feel like that name on Earl Spence's resume, it just solidified everybody at 147. You took out Danny. You took out Shawn. You took out Keith. And if you take out motherfucking Bud, it's no denying. Then you took out Mikey. Probably can get one with Ugas, you know. So it's like you really wiped out the welterweight division. You really wiped out the welterweight division. But with Keith Thurman, that's the position he wanted to be in. He admitted it when he said, you know, that's what I tried to do with Manny Pacquiao, but I failed. Let's see if Earl can do it. And he understands the magnitude of a rematch against Shawn Porter. You understand, if he go out there and beat a Showtime Shawn Porter, they can put him right back in the mix of things, have the fans buzzing with his name, and that 2 years won't even matter. You feel me? That 2 years won't even matter. So this fight is one hell of a fight, family. You got cats out there talking about they don't want to see it. It's a trash fight. Man, y'all don't know boxing. If you say Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter rematch is trash, please stop talking boxing with me. Please stop talking boxing with me. Because this is one hell of a fight that I would pay to see. But I think it's going to be free on Fox TV. And if so, I mean, we in for a treat, man. We in for a treat. Shawn Porter, I will edge him in this fight on the simple fact of him being more active and Keith being off for the 2 years, and Shawn wanting this fight so bad and, you know, getting a little better with facing the competition that he faced. I will edge Shawn Porter in this fight, but I won't count out Keith Thurman because, like I said, he been in the ring with this man. He understands what he like to do and what he want to do, and Keith can negate that shit if he stay on them toes, box, and just land them shots, you know, when he got them, instead of trying to dog it out with Porter. But Porter gonna make you fight anyway, right? But let's just see if this fight can get signed, sealed, and delivered in September. If so, it's another win for the boxing fans. 2021, just keep on giving them boxing, and we will enjoy it, man. Shouts out to Shawn Porter. Shouts out to Keith Thurman. Let's just see how it play out. Until then, it's your boy Manny. This is the NSBC moving. Ain't nobody safe in these streets. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to donate. OG Money on Cash App. TreyHunter52@gmail.com on PayPal. If not, just tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button. Like, comment, share the video. Y'all know how your boy get down, man. Big dog status, family.